If you're watching this video, there's a good chance that you've been to maybe 3, 4, or even 5 doctors trying to figure out what the hell is wrong with you. I recently spoke with a patient the other day, and she was telling me, Doc, I've been to the dermatologist for my psoriasis, the rheumatologist for my joint pain, a gastroenterologist for my IBS, a neurologist for my brain fog, and an endo for my thyroid. 5 specialists. 5 separate diagnoses, 5 different medications. And she said she didn't even feel better. See, here's the problem. Each doctor is looking at their piece of the puzzle, but nobody's stepping back and looking at the entire picture. What if I told you that her psoriasis, her joint pain, her IBS, her brain fog, and her thyroid issue might all connect to one, yeah, that's right, one underlying problem. A problem that most doctors aren't even testing for. I'm Dr. Jones, DC, and I coach thousands of patients on weight loss, metabolic, and functional health. That's my personal passion after losing 100 pounds myself. But I kept seeing something else. Patients with autoimmune conditions, chronic fatigue, symptoms that their doctors just couldn't explain. That's why I brought a functional medicine expert onto our team, because these people need a different approach, root cause medicine. And today, I'm gonna give you the 10 warning signs that you might have a leaky gut. And if you've been going to doctor after doctor getting a different diagnosis, just like the patient that I described, this video might actually connect all the dots for you. So let's get into it. But before I give you the 10 warning signs, you need to understand what's actually happening inside of your gut, because leaky gut sounds like some made-up wellness term, but the science behind it is very real. You may have heard it called intestinal permeability issue or intestinal barrier impairment. Your intestinal lining is essentially a security checkpoint. It's one cell layer thick, and its job is to decide what gets into your bloodstream and what stays out. Nutrients, yeah, let them through. Bacterial toxins, undigested food particles, absolutely not. And here's how it works. See, the cells of your gut lining are connected by something called tight junctions. Think of these as locks between each cell. When the locks are secure, only the right things can pass through. Now, your body makes a protein called zonulin. Think of it as the key to these locks. Normally, zonulin opens up the locks briefly when needed, and then closes them back up. It's a very controlled process, but here's where the problem starts. Certain triggers like gluten, chronic stress, infections, medications, toxins, the list goes on, causes zonulin to go haywire. The keys get stuck in the open position. The locks stay open. Now you have gaps between your intestinal cells, and things that should have never entered your bloodstream to begin with start flooding through. Bacterial toxins called lipopolysaccharides, but we're gonna call them LPSs. Undigested food proteins, foreign particles that your immune system has never seen before. So what happens after all of this starts happening? Your immune system starts sounding the alarm, releasing inflammatory chemicals called cytokines. It sees these foreign invaders in your blood and it goes to war. The problem is it's now fighting on multiple fronts. Your skin, your joints, your brain, your thyroid. Everywhere these particles travel, inflammation follows. This isn't some fringe theory here. Research shows that increased intestinal permeability, aka leaky gut, it's measurable. It precedes autoimmune diseases in many cases. And studies show 60 to 70% of rheumatoid arthritis patients have barrier dysfunction, 50 to 60% of Hashimoto's patients, 60 to 65% of lupus patients. The gut breaks down first, the autoimmunity follows. And I guess those numbers are actually much higher in reality. From the patients that I've seen, almost everyone autoimmune has some amount of leaky gut, but the testing that they do has to pass a certain marker. So we'll just leave it at that. But even with those numbers, the connection is real. But the good news is we can completely reverse your leaky gut through the right lifestyle changes in some powerful peptides like BPC 157, KPV, low dose naltrexone, and we'll talk more about those later. If the gut barrier stuff is clicking for you and you're starting to wonder about your own situation, we offer discovery calls where our patient advocates can actually talk through your symptoms and help you figure out if functional testing makes sense for you. You can either text the number on the screen or you can check out the link in the description if you want to explore that. But first, let me show you the 10 warning signs that your gut barrier might already be compromised. So let's start with the warning signs that you would expect. The ones that are happening in your gut. But here's the thing. Most doctors will dismiss these things and just call it IBS or stress or getting older, but they're not. They're your gut lining waving a red flag. Okay, warning sign number 1, chronic digestive disturbances. I'm talking about bloating that doesn't go away, gas after almost every single meal, bouncing between diarrhea and constipation, discomfort that persists no matter what diet you try. See, here's what's happening. When your gut barrier breaks down, the bacteria begin to overgrow in places that they shouldn't be. They ferment food in your small intestine intestine instead of your colon. The small intestine is the tube that goes before the colon, and the colon is the last tube before it comes out your butthole in the form of poop. Your motility gets disrupted. That's the movement of things, and that inflammation makes your gut hypersensitive. So even safe foods, they start causing reactions. Okay, warning sign number 2, new food sensitivities that seem to come out of nowhere. You used to be able to eat gluten, dairy, eggs, no problem. Now suddenly you're reacting to foods that you've eaten your entire life. This is the leaky gut cycle in action. When those tight junctions open up, intact food proteins cross into your bloodstream. Your immune system sees them as invaders and it starts attacking. Now you're sensitized. And every time you eat that food again, your immune system flares up. The more permeable your gut becomes, the more sensitivities you develop. I've seen patients who react to 20, 30, 40, 50 different foods. That's not bad luck. That's barrier dysfunction. And by the way, that's why the carnivore diet is such a powerful diet. This is one of the reasons why I'm such a fan of the carnivore diet, because you literally get rid of all the things that your body's reacting to because it doesn't react to meat. If you guys want me to do a complete deep dive on how we use the carnivore diet to help heal our autoimmune patients, let me know in the comments if that video would be helpful to you. Okay, warning sign number 3, nutrient deficiencies despite eating well or even supplementing. Your iron is low, your B12 is low, your vitamin D won't come up no matter how much you take. Why? Because an inflamed gut can't absorb nutrients properly. The cells responsible for pulling nutrients into your bloodstream, they're damaged. And on top of that, bacterial overgrowth competes for those same nutrients before you get a chance to absorb them. So you're eating right, you're supplementing right, but you're still deficient. That's a gut barrier problem. Now, those 3 signs are the obvious ones, the gut symptoms. But here's where it gets interesting, because leaky gut doesn't just stay in your gut. Let me show you where else it shows up. This is the part that most doctors completely miss, because when your gut barrier falls, the damage, it doesn't just stay local. Those bacterial toxins, the LPSs that I mentioned earlier, they travel through your bloodstream and eventually they can end up in every organ in your body. And so your immune system follows, creates inflammation wherever they land. They target tissue for destruction. We call those antibodies. Now, by the way, if this is starting to click for you, if you're realizing that your symptoms might actually be connected, hit that subscribe button right now, because we put out 2 videos per week on root cause medicine, autoimmune health, powerful peptides, and lifestyle strategies, the stuff that your doctor isn't telling you, and it really helps out the channel big time. So go ahead and hit that button right now and be sure to turn on the bell. Now let me show you exactly where this inflammation shows up. Warning sign number 4, skin problems, eczema, psoriasis, acne that won't clear up, random rashes that your dermatologist can't explain. You see, there's a direct connection between your gut and your skin called the gut-skin axis. When LPS floods into your bloodstream, it triggers systemic inflammation that literally shows up on your skin. Research shows that psoriasis severity directly correlates with intestinal permeability. The worse your gut barrier is, the worse your skin is. And in our clinic, we've seen patients experience significant psoriasis improvement after addressing their gut barrier. Improvements that their dermatologist didn't expect and told them, quite frankly, wasn't possible. Warning sign number 5, brain fog, anxiety, depression, cognitive issues. You can't focus. Your memory is slipping. You feel anxious or low for no obvious reason. This is the gut-brain axis at work. When bacterial toxins cross into your blood, they can trigger inflammation in your brain. LPSs, they activate your brain's own immune cells. We call those microglia, creating inflammation right inside your brain. This isn't all in your head. It's measurable inflammation affecting your neurotransmitters, your mood, and your ability to think clearly. Warning sign number 6, joint pain and muscle aches without a clear diagnosis. You heard everywhere. Maybe you've been told it's fibromyalgia, which is an autoimmune disease where you have just pain and bilateral on the left or right side all throughout your body, or you've been told you're just getting older. Let me break down the mechanism here. You see, LPSs activate something called TLR4, toll-like receptor 4. This is a danger sensor on your immune cells, which release these inflammatory cytokines. This inflammatory cascade can contribute to pain sensitization, making everything hurt more. And if you have any genetic predisposition to autoimmunity, this constant inflammation can trigger your immune system to start attacking your own joint tissues. This is how rheumatoid arthritis develops. And research shows that many RA patients, they have evidence of increased intestinal permeability. The association appears even stronger in related conditions. If you want me to make a video where I specifically deep dive into the powerful peptides that we use as part of our program to treat leaky gut, the dosings, the whole 9 yards, BPC, KPV, LDN, let me know in the comments if that would be helpful to you. Now that you see the pattern, gut breaks down, toxins flood in the bloodstream, inflammation follows to your skin, your brain, your joints. But we're not done yet, because the next 4 signs point to something even more serious. Your immune system turning against you. Now that we're getting into the signs that point to something deeper, these are the warning signs that your immune system isn't responding to a threat. It's starting to malfunction. Warning sign number 7, chronic fatigue that sleep doesn't seem to fix. I'm talking about being tired after a long week. I'm talking about waking up after 8 to 9 hours of deep sleep and feeling like you haven't slept at all. Deep bone level exhaustion that rest doesn't touch. Here's what's happening. Those bacterial toxins crossing your gut barrier, the LPSs, they trigger inflammatory cytokines like interleukin-6 or TNF-alpha. These cytokines can affect your brain and contribute to that crushing fatigue through central nervous system inflammation. This isn't laziness, just stress. It's measurable inflammation affecting your brain at a cellular level. Studies show that this fatigue persists even when autoimmune patients are in clinical remission. If your disease is controlled, but you're still exhausted, your gut barrier might be the missing piece. Now, warning sign number 8, immune dysfunction. You catch every cold that goes around. Wounds heal slowly, but at the same time, you have allergies, sensitivities, maybe even autoimmune disease. How can you be immunocompromised, weakened immune system, and have an overactive immune system at the same time? Because leaky gut creates immune dysregulation. Your immune system loses its ability to distinguish between real threats from normal substances. Your immune resources, they get diverted to managing the constant flood of gut-derived antigens. Antigens are those flags that say this is an area that we need to be concerned about and eventually lead to destruction. See, that leaves you vulnerable to infections. Meanwhile, your immune system is still in a hyperactive state, reacting to everything: foods, environmental triggers, even your own tissues. It's exhaustion and overdrive at the freaking same time. Now, warning sign number 9, hormonal imbalances and thyroid dysfunction. Irregular cycles, PMS that's gotten worse, low libido, and for thyroid, your medication dose keeps changing because your levels won't stabilize. There's a gut-derived thyroid connection. LPS from leaky gut contributes to thyroid dysfunction. But here's the bigger issue: molecular mimicry. This is essentially your body creating those flags. Bacterial proteins that cross your gut barrier can look very similar to thyroid proteins. Your immune system attacks the bacteria and then attacks your thyroid too. This is how Hashimoto's and Graves' disease can develop. Research suggests that intestinal barrier dysfunction may contribute to the autoimmune thyroid diseases through this molecular mimicry mechanism. Now, Hashimoto's is extremely common. If you want me to do a deep dive video where I go specifically into our interventions, the thyroid management, the peptides that we use to treat our patients with Hashimoto's, let me know in the comments if that would be helpful to you. Warning sign number 10, autoimmune flare-ups that don't stabilize. You're on medications, maybe even biologics or corticosteroids or steroids, but your disease keeps flaring up. Your antibody levels keep rising. You can't achieve remission. This is the clearest sign that something upstream is driving your autoimmune disease. If you're suppressing your immune system with medication, but you're not addressing the trigger, you're fighting a war without cutting off the enemy's supply line. See, research shows 60 to 70% of RA patients have increased permeability, 85 to 95% of IBD patients. The pattern is clear. The gut breaks down first, and then autoimmune disease follows. Now, if you want me to make a video breaking down the gut connections to your specific autoimmune conditions, whether that's Hashimoto's, rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, or psoriasis, let me know in the comments which one you have and how it's impacting you currently. Now, let me show you exactly how leaky gut triggers autoimmune. And then we're going to talk about what peptides and lifestyles can help. Because once you understand this mechanism, everything will begin to click into place. So, leaky gut triggers your immune system to attack your own body. There's two main mechanisms. We talked a little bit about molecular mimicry. When bacterial proteins cross through your damaged gut barrier, your immune system recognizes them as foreign invaders and attacks. Makes sense, right? But here's the problem. Some bacterial proteins share amino acid sequences, those are the building blocks of proteins, with your own tissues. They look the same. They look similar at a molecular level. So your immune system attacks the bacteria, and then it attacks your thyroid or your joints or your pancreas because it can't tell the difference. Researchers have identified certain gut bacteria that may produce proteins resembling insulin, which would contribute to the autoimmune attack on insulin-producing cells in type 1 diabetes. Others mimic thyroid proteins that drives Hashimoto's. This is all molecular mimicry. Friendly fire caused by leaky gut letting the wrong proteins into your bloodstream. Second, there's LPS-driven chronic inflammation. Those lipopolysaccharides, LPSs that I mentioned earlier, those are bacterial toxins. They activate your immune system. They sound the alarm bells 24/7. A receptor called toll-like receptor 4 triggers a cascade that eventually releases these inflammatory cytokines throughout your body: TNF-alpha, interleukin-6, interleukin-1 beta. This creates a systemic inflammatory environment where autoimmune diseases thrive. Your immune system loses tolerance. It stops recognizing self from non-self. And now you have this vicious cycle. Leaky gut drives autoimmune disease increases inflammation, inflammation damages the gut barrier, and now we're back in this vicious cycle. So the question becomes, how do we break this cycle? Now, you're gonna wanna work with a healthcare provider on all this stuff, especially when it comes to peptides and proper testing. But let me show you the tools that we use in our clinic to break this vicious cycle. One of the most powerful tools is peptide therapies. See, peptides are small proteins that act as signaling molecules in your body, and certain ones specifically target gut healing and inflammation. BPC-157 is a synthetic peptide based on research into protective compounds in the GI tract. In the preclinical studies, it shows promise for promoting tissue repair and reducing inflammation. KPV is another peptide that specifically targets those tight junctions that I mentioned earlier. It suppresses those inflammatory cytokines that we were talking about by blocking something called NF-kappa beta, your body's master inflammation switch that essentially is an overdrive in those diseases driven by leaky gut. And then there's low-dose naltrexone. This is going to help calm an overactive immune system without suppressing it like steroids or biologics do. That's a game changer for autoimmune patients who don't want to trade one problem for another. And then here's something really interesting: GLP-1 medications, the ones that you've heard about for weight loss and diabetes. Emerging research shows that they may also help improve intestinal barrier function and reduce gut-driven inflammation. One study found semaglutide actually improves barrier integrity in diabetic patients. For autoimmune patients who also have metabolic issues, that's an added benefit on top of weight management. These aren't magic bullets, but combined with root cause protocols, finding what's driving your leaky gut, they can help accelerate healing significantly. Now, why hasn't your doctor told you about any of this? It's not because they don't care, it's because they weren't trained to even look for it. You see, conventional medicine is built around specialization. Your dermatologist looks at your skin, your rheumatologist looks at your joints, your GI doctor looks at your gut. Each one treats their piece, but nobody's stepping back and asking, what's connecting all of this? Is there a common driver here? And leaky gut isn't an official diagnosis in conventional medicine. You won't find it in the ICD codes, which are the codes specifically that doctors have to use to bill insurance companies. But here's the thing: intestinal permeability is well documented in peer-reviewed research. It's measurable. It's associated with dozens of chronic diseases. The science is there. The conventional medical system just hasn't caught up yet. That's why functional medicine exists. It's specifically designed to find root causes, to look at the whole picture, to ask not just what diseases do you have, but why do you have them? How many specialists have you seen trying to figure out what's wrong with you? Let me know in the comments specifically, because I want to know what you've been through. We got a nice community here, and hearing your story is a big motivator to everybody else. Now, here's the good news. Leaky gut is testable, it's identifiable, and most importantly, it's totally fixable. In our clinic, we run comprehensive functional labs that actually reveal what's happening in your gut. A GI effect stool, for example, is a panel that maps out your entire gut ecosystem: bacteria, yeast, parasites, inflammation markers, digestive function, SIBO or small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. Breath testing can help us assess bacterial overgrowth in your small intestine. It's just one piece of the diagnostic picture that we use alongside clinical symptoms. Organic acid testing, which is a urine test that shows how well your body is processing nutrients and producing energy. And we measure inflammatory markers through comprehensive blood testing like CRP and sed rate. Blood tests that show how much inflammation is happening throughout your entire body. But testing is just the beginning. Once we know what's driving your leaky gut, whether it's diet, stress, infections, toxins, or medications, we build a systematic protocol to fix it. Gut healing, immune calming, hormone balancing, detox support. It takes time. And then we add powerful peptides to supercharge your results. Generally, we're looking at a year-long program because we found that comprehensive gut and immune restoration requires sustained support. Real healing is not a quick cleanse. So if you're watching this video and the pieces are starting to click into place, remember that patient that I mentioned at the beginning of this video, the one with 5 specialists? We eventually ran functional testing. She had severe intestinal permeability, leaky gut, she had SIBO, and her inflammatory markers were through the roof. One root cause presenting at 5 different diseases. Now, if you're dealing with scattered symptoms your doctors can't explain, autoimmune flare-ups that won't stabilize, fatigue that sleep doesn't fix, or a gut that's been a mess for years, that's exactly what our functional medicine program is designed for. You can either text the number on the screen, or you can check out the link in the description to book that discovery call. You'll speak with one of our patient advocates who will go through your health history, what you've tried, and your long-term goals, and they're going to walk through how our team works together, the testing, the protocols, the support, and and then review programs and pricing with you so that you can see what getting to the root cause actually looks like. Stop collecting diagnosis after diagnosis and start connecting the dots with root cause medicine. Now, if you want to learn more specifically about the peptides and a deeper dive about how they help autoimmune diseases, then you're definitely going to want to check out that video right there. We'll see you guys in the next one.